Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you in good number, but we are waiting for all registered participants to join in. Uh, we will begin exactly in next 3 minutes, and we will have a great time in the next 90 minutes. All right, let's begin with this. Just to confirm, Chaviji, is my voice audible? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Uh, yeah, you just need to help me and Mohan sir in the entire process. Whenever, if we miss out on something because of the network, if you can please unmute and tell us so that we can repeat whenever required.
Sure, sir.
Thank you so much, Chaviji. First of all, a warm welcome to everybody and a warm morning. My name is Abhishek Agarwal and I'm going to be the moderator in the first session of this webinar series today. My professional life started in 2003 and with some not so good and some superb decisions. I had a lot of learning experience in my professional life till date. I've taught around 21,000 students and I've very, very closely encountered, understood what happens in the minds of the students and their parents and when they decide on a lot of things. I'm curious and I'm excited while welcoming you all to this session. And I am curious as an 18-year-old person I was back in 2001, who was confused, who was influenced by the friends, the family, the relatives. But I was equally, and I was still hopeful at that point in time. And I also welcome you as a 38 years old who is still hopeful that with someone really capable and amazing to guide, your level of confusion will surely reduce as far as your career is concerned, and you will have a better life altogether. Students Destination in association with Full Marks Private Limited and Orange Education has brought this platform which can help you make your life before it breaks due to lack of knowledge, clarity, support you must get from the experts. And when I say from the experts, I say experts only. As far as our professional life is concerned, we spend almost 60%. If you talk about the professional life, the average lifespan is around 40 years. We begin at around 2021 and we finish it off when we retire at 60, 61. A lot of people work even after that. But considering these 40 years as an average time, we spend almost 60% of time in the professional life with the profession or while traveling towards the profession and coming back from the profession. So 60% just with the profession. And this 60% spent with your professional life has direct and great impact on your personal life. If I have a stressed professional life, I'm surely going to get a stressed personal life. If I'm irritated in the office, I'm certainly going to be irritated at home also. And at the same time, if you are joyful, if you are immersed, if you're successful in your profession, you're certainly be going to be successful, joyful, immersed in your personal life with your family and friends also. One spends more time with his profession than his family, friends, and literally in his own house. We become very, very particular while choosing a spouse, a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or even a house or a business suit. But we are not wise enough when we choose the right career, which is going to stay with us for a long, long time. It is not that we do not have people to suggest. We all have a lot of people to suggest, but they have great intentions, but they do not have the expertise and the knowledge that is required in order to suggest us something. What is the result of it? A wrong career, sulky down shoulders, mediocre life, hollowness all the time. So, choice of the right career, profession, education is not limited to your office hours. The conclusion is it is about your entire life. But what do we do? Uh, Internet is filled with advices. Parents are stubborn many a times. Relatives keep pushing your parents, irritating you in turn, and friends keep suggesting what they overhear. And as I said, when all of them are suggesting you something, they're suggesting with pure good intention, but they have no idea how this actually works. So, as a school student, 10th, 11th, 12th school student, or as parent, what should we do? Where should we go? Who should we consult? Is there someone who really knows and with all the knowledge, scientific approach, and genuine concern for your life suggests you something which is uh, important, which is appropriate, and which is meant for you only, customized and meant for you only? Keeping all this in mind, Mr. Mohan Tiwari, who's the founder of Students Destination, in association with Full Marks and Orange Education, decided to help students like you at the right time in order to clear all your doubts, help you sail through. This career counseling webinar series has been organized for 3 Sundays, and we are beginning with our first Sunday today. And what is the topic for today? It's the first few steps, the beginning. We'll be taking the most common questions we have received from the students like you related to choosing the right career. And in between, if you feel that you still have a question, you have the comment section. And just like you raise your hand in order to say hi to somebody, you can raise your hand. And being the moderator, I'll write down your name on the sequence. And when Mr. Tiwari permits us, we will allow you to speak up your question, unmute yourself, speak up your question, and he will answer your question and uh, help you. Uh, a small thing, but important. If you want your question to be answered in English, please ask your question in English only. And if you want it to be answered in Hindi by Mr. Mohan Tiwari, please ask this in Hindi so that he knows which language are you comfortable with. And remember, not just your question, but every single question that Mr. Tiwari will be picking up is relevant. Listen to the answers of every single question that Mr. Tiwari is giving. I give you a guarantee, I assure you, it has changed lives of many, many, many people. So keep your ears open, your mind wider open, and your heart really, really open. So we'll quickly try to know what these two organizations and entities are all about. First of all, we'll talk about Full Marks. Full Marks Private Limited is India's leading publication company. It publishes school educational books in K-12 segment. Full Marks always tries hard to meet the different academic needs of the students by providing quality books and teaching learning material to make teaching learning effective. Full Marks has come up with multiple resources such as ebooks, digital activities, animated videos, as well as virtual workshops, that is, webinars to fulfill academic goals. needs to the students and teachers. These are your ways full marks have been imbibing. Now, I'm very, very sure that you're excited to know about the man of the day, Mr. Tiwari, who will be taking up your questions. And you'll be amazed when I share a little about him. He's a founder, as I mentioned, and the CEO of Students Destination. He's a renowned career counselor with experience of counseling students all across our country. He has given many programs on careers, on radio, on television. He writes columns for Business World. Mr. Anurag Batra has great appreciations for Mr. Tiwari and his thought process. Amar Ujala, Navbharat Times, and many others, which I personally know. He has helped thousands of students like you in shaping up their future and careers, worked with the leadership of some of the best schools of the country. And he has also consulted the Fortune 500 companies in learning and development. You'll be excited to know that he is a postgraduate from IIM Ahmedabad. And literally speaking, I have a lot to tell you about him, what he does, his hobbies, and a lot of things. You'll be excited, but I would rather let that help you real time right now, right away. I've taken a lot of time, Mohan sir. We welcome you on behalf of Full Mark Students Destination and the lovely students we have here. And with your permission, if you permit me, I will ask the first question that our lovely students have for you.
Sure, go ahead, Abhishek. Thank you so very much. First of all, for having such a nice introduction for me. And you have really set the context of the workshop very, very well by talking about the importance of careers, how typically people look at their careers, and what should be the ideal approach towards careers. So please go ahead and shoot your first question, and I'll be more than happy to answer any and every question of yours.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. The first question that is coming up is as bright as you are. And the first question says, how does one define career? How does one define this word? If I'm in 10th, 11th, or 12th standard, how should I understand this word? What is it?
Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
I think that's very, very important for all of us to really understand what literally, figuratively career means. So career, if you talk about the literal meaning, it is a progression. It is a course or a flow of things. So I think it is very, very important that we must understand what career really is. It is definitely not just another job or a means of livelihood. It is the entire progression of your life towards the fulfillment, towards the completion, and it is looking at the entire holistic, I would say, all the aspects and dimensions of one's life. Therefore, it is very, very critical for one to look at careers in the holistic perspective rather than just looking at it from the money point of view or from the job point of view. So thank you so much, Abhishek, for asking that question. Please go ahead and help me understand what is your next question.
Right, so fortunately, my next question, which is coming up from the students, is related to what you just mentioned. We have been told by our parents and relatives that as far as the word career is concerned, it's just about the currency, the money that you are getting. And this is the first question that they ask when you get a job. What is the package? Now, as you mentioned, as you used a beautiful word, holistic, how should I select a career by not just keeping money as the parameter? How should I select it, sir?
Beautiful. So since you know that this entire series is divided into, 3 different workshops coming along, today I will be talking about the first few steps. So let me talk about the entire process. So the entire process of selecting a career, Abhishek, is actually, coming from you. So I would strongly encourage each one of us to look at, understanding that what really one is. if I have to put it, in a very simple language, then it's all about understanding yourself. So picking up a career is not a one-time decision, thought overnight or coming from somebody's influence or coming with strong conditioning. It has to be a very scientific, deliberated, well thought out over the years, picked up approach. It has to be scientific. So the entire process of selecting a career has to be, understanding yourself in terms of your interest areas, in terms of your aptitude, in terms of your mindset, everything together, and then deciding what will really give me happiness and success together. So you really need to put in a lot of thoughts, and it has to be a process over a period of time. Sometimes the kids may take about 2 to 3 years to decide really that what is the best thing for him or her.
To be very honest,
Abhishek?
sir, though I'm done with my school back in 2001, but whatever you're saying, I'm making notes because that's so relevant to all of us. You you said understanding your career. You said the scientific approach of it, and I sincerely see that career is not just about imitating our friends or family. It's actually a scientific approach. This gives rise to my third question. Uh, what is the right age for me to start thinking about my career? I will take a small example. In my relatives, I see parents telling their kids in fifth standard to go for coding or whatever it is. And a lot of times I do not see even a 12th standard thinking about the career. So when should I be serious about thinking about career?
Okay. So, Abhishek, your voice is lagging, and so is your video. Am I audible and clear to all of you? Chavi, if you could just give me a quick indication on that.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Perfect right now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abhishek's question was that what is the right age of selecting a career? Because many a times we have seen that parents start talking about careers at the age of 5, at the age of 10. They start sending their kids for engineering preparation classes. They start sending their kids for coding classes and so on and so forth. So the right age of talking about or thinking about careers is definitely between 14 to 17. Now, we say so because of the psychology, because of the science behind it. We believe that by the time the child is 14 years old, he or she has got quite developed at, I would say, aptitude, quite stable interest area, and definitely at the same time, the personality is about to shape up. And that's the time when a child must start thinking about the careers. When I say 14, 15, 16, I'm talking about the grade 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. That's the time when a child must start thinking about picking up or thinking about what should be the career for himself or herself. Abhishek, am I clear?
15 to 17 is what I should keep in mind as the time when I should be really serious about my career and I should be thinking about it. But sir,
Right.
um, this gives me another question. What are the first few steps? Where should I begin? What should be the first few parameters I should start thinking about? Sir.
Beautiful. Very, very good. So, going with what I have seen, after meeting thousands of children across the country, most of them, when they come and they tell me that, I have decided what I want to do. I want to be a doctor, or I want to be an engineer or a civil services officer or whatever. My immediate next question is, so how did you decide this? And almost every literal time I get to hear, because my parents told me I will be a great doctor, because my friends think that I will be a brilliant engineer, because all my friends are becoming chartered accountant, because my cousins are really becoming architects. Therefore, I believe I will be a good architect. Therefore, I believe I will be a wonderful engineer. Therefore, I believe I will be a great doctor, and so on and so forth. So do you really think, Abhishek, that's the right process, or that's the right way of thinking and selecting a career?
Right, sir. You talked about influences from family and friends,
Hmm.
and I even personally I feel that when I was 18, I had a lot of influences, and 99% of them were from people who had no knowledge about it.
Exactly.
So, um, so if by God's grace, if I'm able to choose the right career with all the knowledge, amazing. But how to find out, sir, that my choice is influenced and it is going to ruin my life? How to find that out?
Beautiful. So the first few steps, let me talk about. The very first step is having the right mindset. So today I'm going to be talking about the right mindset, and then the other two workshops that we'll be doing in this series, I'll be talking about developing the right skill sets towards picking up the best career for you. So today I'm going to be talking about having the right mindset. Now, when I say having the right mindset, what does it mean? It means that the first thing you got to be doing is that you got to be conscious about that, hey, listen, career is something which is very, very important. It is going to be impacting my entire life, the coming 50, 60, 70 years. I cannot be taking this decision, on an impulse or somebody else telling me. This decision has to be purely mine. I need to be fully accountable and responsible for my life. And therefore, let me see that what exactly is coming from me. What is it that I want from myself? So the first step is that you need to be aware about yourself. So the first step towards having the right mindset is to be aware about yourself. So please start building your self-awareness. Start building your self-awareness. When I say start building your self-awareness, start asking very simple and basic questions about yourself. That what are the things that you really enjoy? What are the things that you really detest? What are the activities that take away a lot of your time? Generally, what is your schedule looking like? What are the subjects that you are enjoying in the school? What kind of conversations you are doing with people? What are the thought processes going on in your head? You got to be completely aware about what is really happening with you. And that's the first step towards having the right mindset. And that's very, very important to have at the age of 14, 15, 16, and 17. I'm talking about grade 9 to 12. And that will give you a lot of confidence about a lot of your strengths, a lot of your great things, and will also help you to look at yourself objectively. It will give you the opportunity to evaluate yourself continuously, regularly, periodically. So therefore, having self-awareness is the first step towards building a great career. The second step that I'm going to be talking about is awareness about careers. So at the very early age, you should be really open to look and understand any and every career coming in front of you. So for example, if somebody is saying you should become a doctor, then please go on online or speak to somebody, in your life that you know of is a doctor. Connect with the people who are actually practicing that career, understand what's happening in their lives, see what are the great things, what are the challenges, what are the excitements, what are some of the things which are troubling them, and understand that career at a very, very, I would say, at least at a very superficial level to begin with. And maybe if you're really getting interested about it, then spend a lot of time understanding that career. So second step is, your first step I talked about is self-awareness. The second step I'm talking about is awareness about a lot of careers. I see when I talk to a lot of children, they are not aware about a lot of careers. Firstly, they are not even aware about how many possible career options are there. So for example, if I throw this question open to the forum right now, quickly give me numbers. How many of you are aware about how many possible career options are there in today's times? Quickly throw a number in the chat box. Quickly, guys, I want everybody to respond. I want to know that how many career options are you aware of? Quickly, guys, go ahead. Hurry up. I want everybody to respond. I can see 20, 48, 9, 8, medical, 10, 4. Quickly, guys, get enterprising, 135. 67, that's a wonderful number. 67 kahan se nikal ke le aaye aap? 65 bhi nahi hai, 70 bhi nahi hai. 69 plus. Very good. 10 plus. Doctors, sirf doctors hi careers hain. More than 1,000, Priyadarshini. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Come on, guys. I'm looking for the right answer. Hurry up. IIT only. That's the only career choice. Around 10. Okay. Anybody with me? Anybody who shares the right thought process? 19. There are many careers in non-medical. Okay. 1,000 plus. Business. Okay. How many total possible career options? Aditya Chandranayak saying infinite. Great. Thank you so much, Trisha. Very good, beta. Very, very good. So in today's times, infinite possible career options are there for all of us. So you don't need to be limiting yourself in your head that there are only 10, 12, 300, 400, 500, 700 only possible career options. No, fortunately, in today's times, you can really become whoever, whatever you want to be. So there are unlimited, infinite possibilities of creating beautiful careers. So please do not limit yourself of thinking of only 100, 200, 300, 400 career choices. I remember when I started this company 5.5 years back, I ran a survey with about 1,000 students that how many career options are you aware of? And the most number that we could get was 14 or 15. And that is one big challenge that stops you from deciding and really picking up the best career for yourself. So the second step towards building a right mindset will be to create a lot of awareness about a lot of career options. So please keep your ears and eyes open and please discuss and understand as many career options as possible. Don't be closed to the idea of understanding who is a calligrapher, who is a chiropractor, who is a video blogger, who is a book reviewer, who is an artist, who's an archaeologist, who's an anthropologist, and there are n number of options that we can talk of. Yeah, so great. I'm really happy that a lot of kids are sharing a great thought process and I'll be coming to you. But the second step is really having great awareness about the career options. That's very, very important. Okay. And the last thing that I would be talking about today in the first few steps will be that, please be very, very open to receive feedbacks. When you are 9th grader, 10th grader, 11th grader, 12th grader, please understand that the people around you, the people who love you, the people who are your real good friends, the teachers who are your mentors, the counselors, the principals, the people who are really concerned and bothered about you, please listen to them. When they are critiquing you, when they are appreciating you, whenever they are giving you any and every kind of feedback, please be very open to it. That feedback can be really very, very empowering. It can be really meaningful and it can add a lot to your thought process in really picking up the best career. So please, please, please be very, very open to feedback. Please understand what people around you are saying, why they are saying, gather data around it, understand when they are saying you are a great singer, they do have a value in it. Understand when they say you are a brilliant communicator. Understand when they are saying you are a great sportsman. Understand when they are saying you are a great analyst. Understand when they are saying you are a brilliant cook. Understand when they are saying you are compassionate. Please listen to these feedbacks. They are very, very important. These are your strengths. These are your natural flares. Pick up on them and ensure that the careers you are picking up, they utilize your strengths to the most, because that will give you the sense of fulfillment. That will give you the sense of achievement, and that will definitely give you a lot of success. So the first few steps, I'm again going to be summarizing and reiterating before I get into the question and answers. Please be aware about yourself. And I will talk about self-awareness in details in the next workshop, when I will talk about what is an interest area, what is an aptitude, what is a mindset. And I will talk about all these things and a lot of signs that one should look at while deciding career. But today I'm going to be leaving at this only, that self-awareness, careers awareness, feedbacks, and strengths. Please focus on them at this point in time, and continuously keep on gathering this data for at least a year or two before you finalize that this is what I'm going to be doing for my life. Abhishek, am I making some sense?
I think for us, you are the only one who's making sense, because with the precision and with the easiness that you spoke, and it was so amazing. I was making notes, and I won't be going back to the school, but they were so helpful.
Thank
But as a listener, I have another question from the answer that you gave me, and you gave all of us. You mentioned that self-awareness is the first one, and then you mentioned that one must have awareness about the number of careers. My question is, should I first find out if
Abhishek, you
I
are lagging
like
again.
calligraphy or something? I'm so sorry. I'll repeat, sir. You
Yeah.
am
Now
I
you're
audible,
better.
sir?
Now you're better. Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You mentioned self-awareness, and you mentioned awareness about careers. The question is, uh, should I first find out what do I like, and then I find out what is available in the world? Or should I make a list of what is available in the world, then I try to find out what am I liking in all of it? So should I go
Fantastic.
inside out or outside in?
Beautiful. That's a very, very good question. So it has to be always inside out. Then you need what comes to your core, what is naturally you, and you will find avenues, and aligned career for it all the time. Let me tell you, Abhishek, that as at this point in time, there are some out there who are creating completely new careers, who are creating completely new industries, and they are creating. Please be Chavi, am I audible?
Mohan sir, your
Voice is
voice
lagging.
broke.
Your voice is lagging. Please
If you can
repeat the
please
things.
repeat it, sir. Mohan sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Abhishek, sir. Yes, your voice is clear. Mohan, sir.
Right. Mohan sir, if you can please repeat,
Yeah.
because the voice was breaking.
What do
Yes.
you want me to repeat?
I think the entire answer, we have missed the entire answer because it broke a lot of times. If you can please
Okay. Okay. Am I better
rephrase
now?
it. Thank you. Far better, sir.
Acha, chalo, great. So my answer was that one needs to be inside out. One needs to always look within, and one needs to always, gather the data about oneself. And then you will always have the avenues and opportunities to convert them into great careers. And even if there are no careers available at this point in time, you can be the one who can actually create that industry. You can be the one who gets millions to follow those careers. So I will strongly encourage you to look within, and it is always inside out. It is never outside in journey. I hope that answers my question. Sorry, your question, Abhishek.
That certainly does. And I'm thankful to you personally, because generally what happens is a lot of career counselors, in order to be safe, they support both the ways, inside out and outside in, and they do not give us a definite answer, a definite tool by which we can decide something. And we are thankful that now we can go inside out.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Uh, so the next question, which has come from our registered applicants, is uh, if I'm able to see that I like a stream, a career, a profession, and I want to spend my life in that stream and profession, how should I find out if it has a scope in the world? How should I find out if it will give me a job, it will give me decent money? How to find out, sir?
I missed out on the first bit of your question. Could you just repeat the first bit only?
I'll repeat, sir. Right, sir. So, for example, I like calligraphy, and I found that calligraphy is beautiful. And when I do when I am doing calligraphy, I feel nice, and I want to spend my life doing calligraphy. But how to find out if calligraphy can turn into a job? One. Second, calligraphy can give me enough money for me to support myself and my parents. How to find that out, sir?
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So please understand that anything that you really like, it is very, very important to understand that you are equally great at. So many a time children ask me, I want to be a singer, I want to be an actor, I want to be a sportsman, and I really want to pick up that career, but I'm not very sure whether I will be successful at it and whether I will be really able to bag good money, I'll be able to lead a good life. This career does not give me a lot of stability and security. These kind of doubts are always looming and they're always lingering, going on in somebody's mind. So the answer to that is that if you really enjoy something, if you really like doing something, it's very, very important that you equally understand that are you really great at it? Is your aptitude supporting that interest area? Are you having good enough skill sets to become excellent in it? And when you are doing something which is really excelling, when you are doing something which you really enjoy, at the same time you are doing it great, then there is very, very high probability that you are always really successful in doing it. So for example, if you are always passionate about playing cricket and you believe that you are a great batsman, at the same time you are training yourself towards it, and at the same time every time you are going and playing you are winning or you are getting a great appreciation, then these are good enough data points to tell you that yes, you need to invest your time in cricket, and yes, this can give you a great potential to really lead a kind of life that one should aspire to. So therefore, understanding the scope is something which is a very lame thought. I do not even subscribe to this thought. I'm really sorry. I'm going to be very strong about it. So, when you are really good at it and when you are really passionate about it, when you really enjoy doing it, there are going to be takers for it. There are going to be people who will find it helpful and meaningful, and you will be successful in doing it. So even if there is no scope today, you create the scope. So whenever you are creating a new career, you are creating the entire scope for that career as well. I hope I have answered the question, Abhishek.
So you have not just answered the question. I remember Three Idiots when he talked about Kamyabi and Kabiliyat. I think that was just a simple quotation for us, but today we have actually in depth understood what the Kabiliyat and Kamyabi means. And a lot of times we read Oscar Wilde and other people who say that when you walk an unwalked path, you actually create a path for the ones who want to walk a new one. So we have actually understood both the concepts very, very well. I'm getting a few questions in the comment section, but I'm sure they're specific, so I'll be picking them up a little later.
Sure.
I have a very interesting question from one of the registered participants. He has very interestingly mentioned that forget about the career, the profession. I am studying in 11th standard right now, and I find it very difficult to manage time as far as my studies are concerned. So I will be in a great profession only if I study well in my 10th, 11th, and 12th. A lot of students want to ask you, how should they manage time, focusing studies in the center? What should they do?
Okay. So, first of all, let me break these two things. So, it's not at all the case that if you are not studying well, then you are not going to make a great career. That is never the case. Each one of us are distinct individuals. Each one of us have some good things, some great things to offer to ourselves. So there can be two approaches in life. One, that I stop looking at myself. I don't recognize my own strengths. I don't recognize what I'm good at. And I continuously keep on doing what others are telling me or what I believe is good. And there can be second approach, which says that let me look at what are my strengths. Let me recognize what exactly I'm great at. And let me see if I can convert them into some great careers. And I believe the second approach is the better approach always, because as I told you a while ago, it's always inside out journey. So please understand that academics is not the only driving force for a great career. You and I know that there are so many examples in the world where people have dropped out of school, dropped out of college, and they've still become super successful. At the same time, we also know there are a lot of people who were brilliant in their schools, who were school toppers, and they are not very successful in their careers. So please understand that great marks and great scores, great grades are in no way of any indication of creating a great career. A great career will be created by having a lot of confidence in you, understanding yourself, and then definitely putting your best foot forward. And great grades will help you in securing better places in higher education. That's definitely the case. However, you need to understand that whatever you are studying, is it making sense to you? Do you really enjoy the subjects that you are picking up? That's the fundamental question that you need to answer for yourself. I hope I have answered the question, Abhishek.
Certainly, sir. But as you were answering, I had a question, and I mean, though it is written on my sheet also, which I have received from the registered students, but uh, the question is, our teachers in the school, they give priority to the marks we get.
Okay.
My question is it the same? Ji, should I repeat?
No, I got it. So obviously, teachers do give priority to the marks. Teachers will look at the marks because it is an indicator for them to understand that how productive the child is in that particular subject or in that class or in that school. So it is definitely one of the indicators for them, and that tells them the kind of thought process, the kind of progression a child is having. So I'm not against that, but at the same time, teachers need to have an holistic approach. They need to have a very holistic approach towards the child, in understanding the child and looking at what are the areas where child belongs, and is there enough of a scope for that child to develop those areas. That's very important. That's also a job of a teacher, I believe so.
Right. So, sir, this does not contradict with what the employers want. Employers and the teachers, are they in contradiction?
No, not really. Not really. Not really. They're not in contradictions. They both are looking at the same thing. They're trying to understand, where you are great at, and is that greatness, is your skill applicable to me in my life? If it is yes, then definitely I'll be more than happy to employ you and give you good money.
Right. So what I understand is that the teachers and the employers, they both want to see our competence. It's just that their way of looking at things is a little different.
Sure.
Right, sir. With your permission, I have an amazing question which is coming up, and it's a live question. And a participant asks that if I, for example, like calligraphy, and I do a professional course in calligraphy, it will give me an opportunity in calligraphy only. The person says, is it okay to pursue 2-3 courses at the same time parallelly so that I am on a safer side? And when my courses are done, I have 3-4 roads to pick up, and I'll have options to pick up. So is it same to pursue multiple courses at one time? Thank you.
No, I do not prescribe to that at all. मेरा ये मानना है कि at one point in time, one should give his or her best to one thing. And then only you'll be able to really see the true potential of yourself. And also you'll be able to see the real benefit of the course that you are engaging in. Please understand that every single minute of your life, every single second of your life is the time which is, where that's going away. So it is the most precious, I would say, thing in your life. So please engage in the right programs, engage in the right courses. They need to be really meaningful to you. You just cannot keep on doing various things at one point in time. Please, therefore, I'm harping on the point that I said, that self-awareness, awareness about various possible options will help you build the right match immediately. So therefore, start doing that in the grade 9, 10th, and 11th, 12th. Yeah, it's never too late, any which ways.
Right, sir. As you mentioned, the 10th standard, one of the participants has asked that keeping the career in mind, and if I am in 10th standard right now, should I first look at the possible careers and then choose my stream for the 11th standard? Or should I choose the stream first? And how should I choose it, in quotes? Should I choose the stream first and then careers later, maybe in 12th standard?
So, yeah, so you will never look at the careers and then select your stream and so on and so forth. No, you will always understand who you are, what you are, and understand what could be the possible options for you, and then look at the subjects which will ensure that they will empower you, they will enable you, and they will facilitate the process towards reaching to your destination. So for example, if you want to be a designer, then definitely picking up fine arts, picking up design in your 11th and 12th as a subject will empower you, will enable you, and will facilitate the progression towards becoming a great designer. Or for example, if you want to be a software developer, or if you want to be a programmer, or if you want to be a coder, then definitely becoming information practices in 11th and 12th is one great subject which will enable you, empower you to actually take that first step towards becoming a great programmer or developer. Okay, Abhishek?
Right, sir. Thank you so much. I mean, sincerely, in matter of couple of minutes, you're resolving so many things that that were in the mind, and they were giving a shape of conflict. Thank you so much. You're resolving them. I have a question. I have a few questions which are coming real time right now. For example, from Vardhan, from Afsha, we have about fashion designing. From Sabrina, we have about hotel management. From Kishan, we have a question about how to know the strengths. From Parmeet, he wants to know if how to become a professor. And I have already received questions about Air Force and medical and everything. So I wanted to take your permission, ask. That's what I was checking. Should we go one by one, or do you have something common for all of us?
Go one by one. I'll be happy to answer every question. That's not a problem at all.
Sir. Right, sir. As per the timings, the first question that came up, which was specific, was about animations. The person says that I'm interested in animations, but I have no idea how to pursue it professionally and from where, and if it has good jobs for me in future. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, animation and multimedia and design, web design, graphic design, game design, user interface design. These all are brilliant careers to look at this point in time. There are full-fledged graduation and post-graduation programs available in this country. There are many good universities. There is one, Delhi University offers a program which is Bachelor's in Vocational Studies in Animation and Design. Then there is another program, which is a brilliant program launched by Delhi Skills and Entrepreneurship University, which is again a very well curated, great curriculum one must look at. At the same time, there are many other universities, Xavier's College, Loyola's, and I would say Manipal's and Amity's, and literally every other university is offering undergrad program, postgrad program in animation and design, including some of the IITs offering these programs as well. So it's a very, very mainstream career. If you really believe that you belong to that place, please go for it. All the best. Thank you so very much.
Right, sir. I've just received a very interesting question from Chaviji. She has received it from one of the participants via email. And this question doesn't just apply to the 10th, 11th, and 12th standard, but all of us. The question is, as a 10th, 11th, 12th standard student, how should I plan my day? What should I keep in my day, and what should I keep completely out of the day? Thank you.
This is very subjective, not really specific to a career. लेकिन ये मैं ऐसे तो आंसर नहीं कर पाऊंगा जब तक मुझे पता नहीं है कि एग्जैक्टली आपके दिन में होता क्या क्या है और क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट है, क्या क्या नॉन प्रोडक्टिव है. लेकिन एक सिंपल वन लाइन में अगर मुझको जवाब देना हो तो मेरे लिए सबसे इजी होगा कि अगर मैंने ये टाइप कर रखा है कि मुझे लाइफ में कहाँ जाना है, मेरी डेस्टिनेशन क्या है, मेरा करियर क्या है, तो आप देखिए कि पूरा दिन में क्या 2-3 घंटा आप उस तरफ लगा रहे हैं एक्टिविटीज. अगर 2 से 3 घंटे भी आप उस तरफ प्रोडक्टिव हैं हर दिन, तो आप डेफिनेटली उस रास्ते पर चल रहे हैं. और बाकी आप चीजें जो हैं अपने पर्सनल एंजॉयमेंट के लिए, पर्सनल सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए या कुछ और अगर आपको एकेडमिक्स में करना है तो आप जरूर जो है इट कैन बी अ गुड हेल्दी मिक्स ऑफ एवरीथिंग. So your holistic development is very, very important. So I would say it should be a good mix of all the things together every single day. Next question.
Right, sir. Once again, the next question is also a specific career-specific question. Our participant says that I want to, first of all, pursue Chartered Accountancy, CA, and I plan to pursue MBA from one of the IIMs after I'm done with my CA. Am I going the right way, or what do you have for me? Please.
देखिए अगेन आपने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी क्यों करना चाह रहे हैं, पहले वो समझिए कि वो कहाँ से आपके दिमाग में आ रहा है, क्या स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं आपकी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनने के लिए. उसके बाद आप मास्टर्स इन फाइनेंस करना चाहते हैं एमबीए में, डेफिनेटली इट्स अ ग्रेट आइडिया एंड डूइंग इट फ्रॉम द बेस्ट इंस्टीट्यूट्स इन द कंट्री एंड यू आर रेफरिंग टू आईआईएम्स, इट मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ सेंस. Please zarur kariye. I'll be really wishing and praying that you become really successful in life. But please ask yourself very important question that should you really become chartered accountant? Do you really enjoy doing the numbers? Do you really enjoy getting into details, analysis, auditing? तो इसमें काफी सारे आपको खुद के स्ट्रेंथ्स को समझना पड़ेगा, खुद के एप्टीट्यूड को समझना पड़ेगा, अपनी पर्सनालिटी को समझना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद आप डिसाइड करिए क्या करना चाहते हैं एंड आई एम श्योर आप बहुत अच्छा करेंगे. Thank you so much.
Right, sir. Our next participant friend has asked, he is interested in engineering and interested in serving the nation through Air Force.
Wow.
So the question is, what should I go for? Engineering to begin with, or Air Force directly?
आप दोनों एक साथ कर सकते हैं. आप एयरफोर्स में इंजीनियर बन के काम कर सकते हैं, आप अपना इंजीनियरिंग का शौक भी पूरा कर सकते हैं, देश को भी आप सर्व कर सकते हैं. ये बहुत ही आसान सवाल है, इसमें कोई दुविधा नहीं होनी चाहिए आपको. यू कैन बी अ ग्रेट एयरफोर्स I would say gentleman, and at the same time you can be a great engineer. So don't worry about it. Go for it. But please ask yourself this question: that do you really want to be an engineer? What branch of engineering excites you? Do you have enough of data to tell you whether you'll really become a great engineer or not? Those are the questions that need to be answered at this point. सवाल बच्चे का आया है, मैं ले लेता हूं अभिषेक, इससे पहले कि आप अगले सवाल पे जाएं। मुझे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा, मेरी स्क्रीन पे है तो मैं उसका जवाब देना चाहूंगा। पॉलिटिक्स, थैंक यू सो मच। किसी ने तो मुझसे पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में पूछा, आयुष ने पूछा है। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी। अगर आयुष मुझसे बात करना चाहते हैं तो आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं आयुष को, और मैं उनसे बात भी करना चाहूंगा। पॉलिटिक्स एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग और बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट करियर चॉइस है, जो अक्सर बच्चे जिसके बारे में सोचते नहीं है, देखते नहीं है। लेकिन मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि आज के समय में आप पॉलिटिक्स में भी बहुत अच्छे तरीके से प्रोफेशनली क्वालिफाइड होके और एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड करियर पाथ बनाकर आप बहुत सफल पॉलिटिशियन बन सकते हैं। आप बहुत सही तरीके से जो है उसमें अंडरग्रेड लेवल पे आप शुरुआत कर सकते हैं, और 7 से 8 सालों में आप जो है एक्टिव पॉलिटिक्स का हिस्सा बन सकते हैं। और ये मुझे लगता है कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट करियर चॉइस है, और आज के यूथ को इसको डेफिनेटली कंसिडर करना चाहिए, स्पेशली द यूथ that really believes that they want to change and they want to change certain things fundamentally. Please take the lead and join this career. It's very, very interesting. It's very, very empowering, enabling, and equally very, very fulfilling as well. Next question, Abhishek.
Right, sir. Because you liked some out of the track questions, I'll give you one more, and we will have a great time listening about it. Tamanna has asked, and I've received from Chaviji also. And the question is, Tamanna wants to become a detective.
Wow.
What should she do and how should she proceed?
Very good. तो डिटेक्टिव, प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टिगेटिव, ये एक प्रोफेशनल करियर है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट और अच्छा करियर है। इसकी डिमांड बढ़ती जा रही है शहरों में, और इसके लिए आप अंडरग्रेड लेवल पे साइकोलॉजी के साथ क्रिमिनल साइकोलॉजी पढ़ सकती हैं, फॉरेंसिक्स पढ़ सकती हैं, इन्वेस्टिगेशन भी उसका हिस्सा होता है। अंडरग्रेड के बाद आप पोस्ट ग्रेड लेवल पे भी इसको आप स्पेशलाइजेशन में ले सकते हैं, पढ़ सकते हैं, और ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग करियर चॉइस है। बहुत ही कम ये मेरे को पूछा जाता है, आई थिंक 2-3 साल में एक बार ये सवाल आता है। तो आई वांट टू कांग्रेचुलेट दैट चाइल्ड, इट्स अ वेरी, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइस. Think about it. Are you somebody who really enjoys becoming a great investigative? You can also pick this up as a, I would say in mass comm, you can become an investigative journalist also. That's another avenue that can open for you. बहुत ही interesting choice है. 2-4 बच्चे मुझसे बात करना चाहते हैं. एक तो परमीत लथार है, अगर उसको आप लाइन पे लें और अनम्यूट कर दें. I'll be happy to talk to that child as well.
Right. सबसे पहले तमन्ना has sent a thank you to you for taking up the question and answering that. So I just saw Tamanna thanking you. Second, sir, since the starting of the session, I see Samir Sarangi trying to ask a question. So if you allow me and allow Samir to speak up and ask you a question. Samir, please ask your question to sir. Yes, Samir, please ask your question directly. You can unmute yourself.
Can one?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Hi.
Sir, what one should do for to join ND, sir, and join ND, what one should do, and which he should.
Okay. एनडीए ज्वाइन करने के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हैं, तो एनडीए जो है वो आप राइट आफ्टर 12th ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। आपके पास अगर पीसीएम सब्जेक्ट्स हैं तो आपके पास एनडीए के बाद सारी फोर्सेस आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, एयरफोर्स भी, नेवी भी और आर्मी भी। तो अगर आप पीसीएम लेके आगे बढ़ रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली आपके लिए सारे ऑप्शंस जो हैं अवेलेबल हैं एनडीए में, और इसके लिए आपको भरपूर तैयारी करनी चाहिए। एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होता है, रिटन एग्जाम होता है, और उसके बाद फिजिकल और मेडिकल फिटनेस चेक होती है, और एक छोटा सा पर्सनल इंटरव्यू होता है। ये प्रोसेस रहता है पूरा, और इसमें आपको अप टू 18 इयर्स यू कैन ओनली अप्लाई। इसमें एज लिमिट होती है, और उस एज लिमिट के अंदर अंदर आपको जो है वो आई थिंक 2 to 3 अटेम्प्ट्स रफली मिल जाते हैं बिटवीन दैट ईयर। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप इसका ध्यान रखें। और आप अगर 12th में हैं तो मैं आपको सजेस्ट करूंगा, रेकमेंड करूंगा कि आप 12th के स्टार्ट में ही इसकी तैयारी करना शुरू कर दीजिए, क्योंकि कम से कम 6-7-8 महीने की अच्छी तैयारी इसके लिए चाहिए, रिटर्न एग्जाम के लिए भी और अपना फिजिकल और मेडिकल फिटनेस को भी ध्यान में रखते हुए। डेफिनेटली गर्ल्स के लिए भी ये है, और आप लोग सब जो है इसमें देख सकते हैं अगर आपको जाना है। लेकिन ये जरूर माइंड में क्लियर करिए कि एनडीए में जाने के बाद आप क्या करना चाहते हैं। यू वांट टू बी एट द बॉर्डर, यू वांट टू बी डूइंग इंजीनियरिंग, यू वांट टू बी डूइंग सिग्नल्स, टेलीकॉम, ट्रेनिंग, व्हाट यू वांट टू डू, बिकॉज दैट्स अगेन एन एंटायर यूनिवर्स। इन फोर्सेस आल्सो देयर आर ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ पॉसिबल करियर्स, ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ ऑप्शंस, ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ जॉब्स।
One
संस्कृत।
more question. One question, sir. Asking,
हाँ,
sir. One question. Sir, give information about artificial intelligence.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पे सवाल है आपका बेटा?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
ओके, क्या सवाल है? आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पे सवाल क्या एग्जैक्टली आपका?
Sir, how to make a career from artificial intelligence?
ओके, तो सबसे पहले तो अगेन मैं आपको बार बार आगाह करना चाहूंगा कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, क्योंकि आजकल बहुत बात हो रही है, सब लोग इसके बारे में बात करते हैं, बहुत हॉट है, ट्रेंडिंग है, इसीलिए आप कर लें ये बिल्कुल गलत सोच है। आप देखिए कि क्या आपका जो पूरा का पूरा सिस्टम है, जो आप हैं, क्या वो आप आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के साथ अंदर से इत्तेफाक रखते हैं। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपको ये जानना। और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस ग्रेट करियर चॉइस है। 12th के बाद आप आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में अपना इंजीनियरिंग कर सकते हैं, इसमें आप अपना ग्रेजुएशन कर सकते हैं, बीसीए में भी है, ये बीटेक्स में भी है, बीई में भी है, बहुत सारे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं। 1 और 2 इयर्स डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम्स भी हैं, सर्टिफिकेट प्रोग्राम्स भी हैं, तमाम तरह के प्रोग्राम्स अवेलेबल हैं ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, ऑनलाइन भी है, ऑफलाइन भी है। मैं हमेशा इंकरेज करता हूं कि ऐसी चीजों के लिए पहले एक छोटा सा कोर्स ले लीजिए, 3 महीने का या 2 महीने का, 1 महीने का, और उसको करके देखिए ऑनलाइन। अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको मजा आ रहा है, अच्छा लग रहा है और आप इसमें आगे जाना चाहते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आप लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोग्राम जो है इसमें आप एनरोल कर सकते हैं। संस्कृत को लेके एक सवाल आ रहा है, मैं इसका जरूर जवाब देना चाहूंगा। संस्कृत को लेकर लेट मी टेल यू, इट्स अ ग्रेट करियर चॉइस। ये एक लैंग्वेज ऐसी है जिसके ऊपर बहुत सारा गवर्नमेंट का भी इम्पेटस है और अब फोकस है, और इसमें बहुत सारे लोग जाते नहीं है, तो डिमांड बहुत हाई होती है। तो संस्कृत जो है, अगर आप इसमें जाना चाहते हैं तो आप ना सिर्फ एक अच्छे टीचर बन सकते हैं, आप रिसर्चर बन सकते हैं, फिलोसफर बन सकते हैं, आप इंटरप्रेटर, ट्रांसलेटर बन सकते हैं, आप इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के साथ काम कर सकते हैं। हर साल कितनी सारी इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज आती हैं जो पुराने संस्कृत के लिखे हुए या संस्कृत में जितने भी स्क्रिप्चर्स हैं उनको ट्रांसलेट करने के लिए, उनके ऊपर रिसर्च करने के लिए, उनको आगे ले जाने के लिए इस पे काम चलता रहता है इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे। तो आप अगर संस्कृत की तरफ बहुत पैशनेट है और आप इस लैंग्वेज को रिवाइव करना चाहते हैं, इस लैंग्वेज का यूज जो है वो बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, और आपका विजन बहुत अच्छा है, तो आई विल स्ट्रांगली एनकरेज यू, प्लीज गो अहेड, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट and come to me and speak to me personally, individually. I'll help you how to open various ways in this language, Sanskrit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So I assure you, we are getting a lot of questions in the comments and through email. Students are excited. They're really happy because they are getting the answers. I would tire you a little more. I have a lot of questions to ask you. And the next one, I have actually specifically picked up this question. I forgot, I could not pick up the name who asked this question. The question says, I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to start a business. What should I keep in mind?
Okay, ठीक है. So Niharika wants to unmute, so please you can unmute Niharika, and then Parmeet also wants to talk. So Parmeet and Niharika can be next in line. If you really want to be an entrepreneur, please understand why you want to be an entrepreneur. Because a lot of money is there. Is that the exciting factor? Is that the driving factor? Or you believe that you have the kind of dynamism it requires, you have the kind of enterprise attitude that it requires, you have the risk-taking attitude and aptitude. Do you have what it takes to become a great entrepreneur? It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of struggle. You need to really sweat out. And please understand that you need to also know that what exactly you want to be an entrepreneur of. What area is the area that you want to bring a difference to? And that's something which is very, very important. Abhishek, next question, please.
Right, sir. The next question is coming from Adnan, one of the participants, and it's a live question. We have received it in the comment. Adnan says he wants to make a very good career on YouTube. He wants to post his videos about something and he wants to make a career. What should he do?
बिल्कुल, यूट्यूबर जो है एक बहुत बढ़िया करियर ऑप्शन है और आप सब जानते हैं कि आज के समय में स्पेशली पोस्ट कोविड, पोस्ट पैंडेमिक एरा में यूट्यूब ने बहुत जबरदस्त करियर ऑप्शंस हर फील्ड में, हर इंडस्ट्री में खोल दिए हैं। हर तरह का वीडियो आज यूट्यूब पे जो है वो डिमांड में है और देखा जा रहा है। आज आप और हम भी जो है वो जूम और यूट्यूब के थ्रू जुड़े हुए हैं। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप समझें कि यूट्यूब जो है वो एक बहुत बड़ा माध्यम है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है, बहुत बड़ा माध्यम है। लेकिन क्या आपको ये क्लियरली पता है कि आपके पास एक ऐसी चीज है जो आप लोगों तक ले जाएंगे तो लोग उसको सुनना चाहेंगे, देखना चाहेंगे? क्या उस चीज के ऊपर ऑलरेडी कुछ वीडियोस बने हुए हैं? आपके वीडियोस कितने डिफरेंट होंगे? ये बहुत ही स्लो और ऑर्गेनिक प्रोसेस है। आप लोग इमीडिएटली मिलियंस ऑफ व्यूज देख के बहुत एक्साइट हो जाते हैं किसी इंसान के, लेकिन उसके पीछे उनके हजारों वीडियोस और सालों की मेहनत होती है। तो ये एक ऐसा करियर है जो इमीडिएटली रिजल्ट्स नहीं देता है। ये बहुत स्लो एंड ऑर्गेनिक प्रोसेस होता है यूट्यूब पे पॉपुलर होना, और उसमें आपको लगातार एक बहुत जबरदस्त कंटेंट क्रिएट करते रहना होता है। सो कंटेंट इज द किंग। इफ यू हैव गॉट अ ग्रेट कंटेंट, इफ यू बिलीव कि इस कंटेंट को कंज्यूम करने वाले लोग हैं और बहुत ज्यादा लोग हैं, तो डेफिनेटली उस पर आप ट्राई करिए, टेस्ट करिए, और वो फर्स्ट फ्यू वीडियोस आपको कहीं ना कहीं इंडिकेट करेंगे कि आप क्या बेटर कर सकते हैं, क्या डिफरेंट कर सकते हैं। इट्स अ वेरी रिवॉर्डिंग करियर एंड इट डज नॉट रिक्वायर a lot of investment or anything in terms of education and qualification. Next question, please.
Right, sir. The next one that I've just received from Vardhan, and it is on the screen also once again. Vardhan says he wants to become a cricketer. What should he be doing?
ओके, तो ये उन सब बच्चों के लिए है। ये जवाब आप लोग जरूर प्लीज बहुत ध्यान से सुनिए। जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स, पेरेंट्स, टीचर्स इस फोरम पे हैं, I really want each one of you to pay full attention right now. जितने भी बच्चे स्पोर्ट्स में या क्रिएटिव करियर्स में जाना चाहते हैं और उनको क्लैरिटी नहीं है या वो कहीं ना कहीं डाउट्स में है कि वो इसको मेन स्ट्रीम करियर में लेके जाएं या नहीं लेके जाएं, तो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि प्लीज ये 3-4 डेटा पॉइंट्स अपने पास इकट्ठा कर लीजिए। सबसे पहला कि डू यू रियली लव टू एंगेज इन दैट एक्टिविटी एवरी सिंगल डे? Can you engage in that activity every day for few hours at least? Do you really believe that you can become a national or international figure in that particular area or dimension or field? Third, do you really believe that you have the technical competence, the kind of expertise and skill sets required for it? And the data will tell you, in the past, whenever you have done that, people have appreciated, you have won trophies, you have won championships, your coaches, your teachers, your friends, your families, if they all appreciate and if they all tell you that you are really good at it, go for it. The fourth thing that you must look at is that get your professional evaluation. एक अच्छे प्रोफेशनल कोच से उस फील्ड के, उनसे अपना इवैल्यूएशन कराइए और वो आपको बताएंगे कि आज की तारीख में आप कितने अच्छे हैं और आगे आने वाले समय में आपका पोटेंशियल क्या है। इन सारी चीजों को ध्यान में रख के अगर हर सवाल का जवाब हाँ आ रहा है इन चारों सवालों का, तो फिर डेफिनेटली आपको उस फील्ड में अपना लाइफ इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए, अपना टाइम इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए और आप बहुत अच्छा करेंगे, ऐसा हम उम्मीद करते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन।
So Muskan has an interesting question. Muskan says she wants to become a doctor. She likes to paint, and she has mentioned a couple of more things that she really, really likes.
Okay.
So the question which is coming up is, if I like 3-4 things, how to decide which one to make career as? Thank you.
ओके, तो 3-4 चीजें अगर आपको पसंद है और आपको लगता है कि आप तीनों चारों बहुत अच्छा कर लेते हैं, तो हमेशा ये मैं हर बच्चे से कहता हूं कि जब आप फ्री बैठे हैं, बिल्कुल आइडल हैं और आप इंडिपेंडेंटली अगर आप फ्री विल से सोचते हैं, तो सबसे पहली चीज जो आपके दिमाग में आती है हर बार जब आप जो पहला काम करना चाहते हैं, out of singing, dancing, writing, painting, reading, whatever, every time if your mind or if your heart is telling you to sing, or to dance and dance, then definitely that's your core. That's where you belong. That's got the higher probability of you being more successful and happier. So always ask yourself. And otherwise, if you go to a great career counselor, they can always give you a combination of all these things together used in one great career. So you can use all your strengths in one great career, and that will give you a lot of sense of fulfillment and completion.
Right, sir. I have a small request and a piece of suggestion for all the participants. We are getting a lot of questions. My notepad is filled. Chavi ji's WhatsApp is filled with a lot of questions, and हम उन्हीं से सवाल पूछते हैं जिनसे हमें उम्मीद होती है और हमें जवाब मिल रहे होते हैं, और ये भी हम श्योर हैं that we will not be able to take all the questions in next 10 minutes. That's for sure. So it is your responsibility that if your question remains unanswered, you are sending your question to Chaviji to full marks, so that that question is taken either in the next session or through other mediums. Students' destination, I know sir, Mohan sir does not want to keep a question unanswered even after the session. तो उस क्वेश्चन को अपने नाम के साथ छवि जी के पास फुल मार्क्स के पास जरूर भेज दीजिएगा सर.
या आप चैनल पे पोस्ट कर दीजिए. निहारिका को अनम्यूट कर दो प्लीज. निहारिका वांट्स टू आस्क अ क्वेश्चन. प्लीज अनम्यूट कर दो.
छवि जी, कैन यू डू इट फॉर अस? कैन यू प्लीज?
Sir, I am in 11th grade recently.
Go ahead.
Sir, I am in 11th grade recently and I want to become an IAS officer. So my question is, I also like for becoming an engineer. Then what should I do?
Okay. तो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस कि आप 11th क्लास में आ गई हैं और आप बिना एग्जाम्स दिए आ गई हैं, तो बहुत बधाई हो आपको. आप लकी लोगों में से हैं जिन्होंने एग्जाम नहीं दिया है और 11th में आ गए हैं. उसमें से एक मेरा बेटा भी है. सो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस बेटा जी. सवाल जो है आपका, मैं थोड़ा इसको गहराई से जवाब देना चाहूंगा. दोनों बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट और बहुत ही शानदार करियर्स हैं, चाहे आप सिविल सर्विसेज में जाएं या आप इंजीनियरिंग में जाएं. लेकिन मेरा सवाल वही होगा, बेटा अभी आपके पास 2 साल हैं, 11th एंड 12th. आप प्लीज दोनों करियर्स को डिटेल में पढ़िए, समझिए. इन करियर्स में जितने लोगों को आप जानते हैं उनसे मिलिए, उनसे बात करिए, खुद को समझिए. प्लीज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज आप खुद को जानिए, खुद को पहचानिए और देखिए कि क्या चीजें आपको रियली खुशी देती हैं, आप खुद से करती हैं, स्वतः आपको मजा आता है करने में, आप बहुत अच्छा करती हैं कुदरती तौर पे. इन सब चीजों में बहुत समय लगाइए, अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ बहुत ही ओपन डिस्कशंस करिए और उसके बाद आप किसी डिसीजन पे पहुंचेगा. प्लीज ऐसे इसको बहुत ये हल्के में मत लीजिए इस फैसले को, मैं ये कहूंगा. एक और सवाल आया था निहारिका के पहले कि एक बच्चे का मैं स्क्रीन पे देख रहा था कि मैं पायलट बनना चाहता हूं या चाहती हूं, लेकिन मेरे पेरेंट्स कुछ और मुझे बनाना चाहते हैं, ऐसे में मैं क्या करूं? तो ऐसे में या तो आप एक अच्छे करियर काउंसलर के पास ले आइए अपने पेरेंट्स को, वो आपकी मदद करेंगे और वो आप दोनों को दिखा पाएंगे कि एग्जैक्टली आप क्या हैं, आप कौन हैं, और एक साइंटिफिक तरीके से आपको आपकी अच्छाइयां, आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स आपके सामने लाएंगे और आपको खुद को एक्सप्लोर और डिस्कवर करने में हेल्प करेंगे. अदरवाइज आप नेक्स्ट वर्कशॉप नेक्स्ट संडे में आप आइए, मैं इसके बारे में डिटेल्स में बात करूंगा, और अपने पेरेंट्स को भी लेके आइए. और वो आप जब दोनों लोग सुनेंगे, उसको समझेंगे, तो आप देख पाएंगे कि जो भी आप हैं, अगर आपसे इत्तेफाक रखता हुआ करियर आपके पेरेंट्स बोल रहे हैं तो आप उसमें जाइए, या आपसे इत्तेफाक रखता हुआ करियर पायलट है तो फिर आप उसमें जाइए। जो आप हैं, you have to belong to that place, you have to be who you are and be very very honest in your evaluation, in your understanding. That's very very important and critical. Next, परमीत से प्लीज सवाल कर लीजिए। परमीत
Sir, I was exactly saying Parmeet ji wanted to talk. Parmeet, please unmute and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, beta ji.
Sir, I want to become a professor. So what are the paths to become that?
Wow, I'm really happy and excited to hear that. क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि becoming a teacher, professor, lecturer, whatever you may want to call them, is one of the most noble professions. It's one of the most noble career choices because you are the one who shape up the future of tomorrow. You are the one who create the youth of tomorrow. You are the one who create the prime ministers, the doctors, the engineers, the architects, the filmmakers, the photographers, the YouTubers, and so on and so forth. So, Beta ji, it's a great career choice. I congratulate you. But please be sure that this is the best choice for you. This is what you really want to do in life, and this is where you belong. Okay, the path is very simple and easy. You need to be a graduate and postgraduate, and after that you can give various entrance examinations. SET and NET are the examinations given to become one. Otherwise, you can actually complete your doctorate and you become eligible to get jobs in any kind of universities and colleges. Please ensure that you pick up the subject of your choice in your undergrad and postgrad program so that you have good expertise and mastery in that subject, and you can really add a lot of value to those students who come in touch with you. Also, you can do research while you are teaching, and it will really add value to become a great learner while you are actually a teacher. So I always encourage people to continue doing some research or learning. Like, for example, I want to learn every day. I'm learning every single day. I read a lot about new careers. I love to meet new children every day. And I get so excited when some people ask me very, very challenging, very different, very interesting, odd questions. I hope I've answered your question, Panni.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it necessary to have a experience in assistant professor to become the promotion?
हाँ, वो तो बेटा ये तो लैडर है, ये तो आपको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। आपको पहला असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर ही मिलेगा, उसके बाद प्रोफेसर बनेंगी। लेकिन इसमें कोई फर्क नहीं है, आपके जॉब में, आपके लाइफस्टाइल में कोई फर्क नहीं है, सिर्फ सैलरीज में फर्क होगा। डोंट वरी अबाउट इट, और कुछ ज्यादा फर्क नहीं होगा।
So now I am in 10th class. So is it necessary to is it important to like participate in coaching or to take tuition to crack the board?
अगर आपको जरूरत महसूस होती है तो आप लीजिए, अगर नहीं जरूरत महसूस होती है आप क्यों करेंगे? नेसेसरी का क्या मतलब है? कोई नेसेसिटी आपको महसूस होना चाहिए ना बेटा। यू हैव टू फील द नीड दैट यू नीड एक्सटर्नल हेल्प इन एनी पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट। जब आपको एक्सटर्नल हेल्प की जरूरत है आप लीजिए, अपने फ्रेंड का लीजिए, अपने पेरेंट्स का लीजिए। अगर वहां से नहीं मिल रहा है पूरा तो कोचिंग सेंटर ज्वाइन करिए, ट्यूशंस करिए, व्हाटएवर। यू नीड टू फील द नीड, द जेन्युइन नीड फॉर इट बेटा जी। ठीक है?
Yes,
So
sir.
we
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
हाँ, गुड आफ्टरनून बेटा। रोहित बोलो।
Sir, I am in 12th and I want to be, I am preparing for JEE 2022. And due to this COVID, my 11th preparation was not up to the mark. So should I continue my preparation till the end or should I change my goal from engineering to any other, as I have taken the subject PCM? So what are the other options that I can pursue without giving the engineering exam, or should I continue my JEE preparation?
चलिए, तो आपके पेरेंट्स भी आपके पीछे से बात कर रहे हैं, आपकी मदर बोल रही है आपके साथ साथ?
No sir, I am alone.
ओके, ठीक है। तो बेटा, क्योंकि आप 11th में, म्यूट कर दो प्लीज, रोहित को म्यूट कर दो, लॉट ऑफ नॉइज एट द बैकग्राउंड। तो क्योंकि आप 11th में अच्छा प्रिपेयर नहीं कर पाए इसलिए आप अपना गोल चेंज कर लेंगे? नहीं भाई, नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं। आपका गोल जो है, लक्ष्य जो है वो बहुत बड़ा है, और वो आने वाले 60, 70, 80 साल जो है, आपके आने वाले 100 साल जो है वो उससे इम्पैक्ट हो रहे हैं। तो एक साल की प्रिपरेशन ऊपर नीचे होने से आगे।
Sir, what are the jobs in corporate sector?
One second, let me reply to this question please. उससे आप अपना गोल नहीं बदल लेंगे। तो प्लीज समझिए कि आप आईआईटी करना क्यों चाहते हैं, वो आपको कौन सा इंजीनियरिंग में जाना है, उस इंजीनियरिंग को करके आप क्या पाएंगे लाइफ में, पहले इन सवालों के जवाब लीजिए अपने आप से। और पीसीएम के बाद बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस खुलते हैं, 300-400 करियर ऑप्शंस हैं जिनको मेरे टिप्स पे हैं, एक साथ तो मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा, पर 1000 ऑप्शंस खुलते हैं, फिजिक्स से, केमिस्ट्री से, मैथ्स से बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस खुलेंगे, फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री के कॉम्बिनेशन से बहुत खुलेंगे, केमिस्ट्री से अकेले बहुत खुलेंगे, लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ ऑप्शंस। यू नीड टू नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू आर, हु यू आर, व्हाट यू रियली एंजॉय, व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट रियली गिव्स यू हैप्पीनेस एंड एक्साइटमेंट। वंशिका को अनम्यूट कर दो, बहुत देर से शी इज ट्राइंग।
Sir, but in 12th I have taken an online course.
Not like this,
where-
not like this. No, not like this. Not like this. Please mute everybody. Please mute. We have a decorum to maintain so that everybody hears it right. And if 154 people unmute themselves and ask, sir ke liye bahut difficult ho jayega. So as sir mentioned, Vanshika is trying to speak to sir. हम वंशिका को अनम्यूट कर रहे हैं एंड दिस वुड बी द लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर द डे. वंशिका.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Vanshika. Hello, sir.
Mohan sir, please unmute yourself.
बोलो बेटा बोलो।
Sir, I am in 11th and I want to crack UPSC, but what if is not clear?
अच्छा, पहले से ही आप ये सोच के चल रही हैं कि मैं क्लियर नहीं कर पाऊंगी?
No, sir, but
अच्छा चलिए, तो पहले तो मैं ये जानना चाहूंगा कि आपने यूपीएससी का डिसाइड कैसे किया। यूपीएससी के थ्रू कम से कम 24-25 तरीके के जो है करियर ऑप्शंस खुलते हैं, आईएएस ऑफिसर से लेकर आईपीएस, आईएफएस, आईआरएस, आईएएस, बहुत सारे। तो आप करना क्या चाहती हैं लाइफ में? यूपीएससी किसने कहा आपको? क्या आप जानती हैं एग्जैक्टली कि यूपीएससी करने के बाद क्या होगा आपकी लाइफ में, किस तरह के काम आप करेंगी? क्या ये सारी जानकारी है आपके पास वंशिका?
sir, I want to become an IPS officer.
Why you want to be an IPS officer?
Sir, because in India the condition of girls is not well, and I want to become an IPS officer for sir, for improve the condition of girls.
अच्छा चलिए ठीक है,
और
लेकिन गर्ल्स की कंडीशन को इम्प्रूव करने के और भी बहुत सारे तरीके हैं, आप उनको भी देखिए। पर सबसे पहले समझिए कि एक आईपीएस ऑफिसर की लाइफ क्या होती है, उसके लिए किस तरह की कॉम्पिटेंसीज की जरूरत है, किस तरह के स्किल सेट्स की जरूरत है, किस तरह का लाइफस्टाइल की जरूरत है, किस तरह का एटीट्यूड का जरूरत है, क्या वो सारी चीजें आप में हैं, क्या वो आप अपने अंदर डेवलप करना चाहेंगी, क्या आप रियली वहां बिलोंग करते हैं, वो समझिए। तो अगर आप गर्ल्स को हेल्प करना चाहती हैं, उसके भी बहुत सारे तरीके हैं, लेकिन आप पहले डिसाइड करिए कि जो करियर में आप बात कर रहे हैं आईपीएस ऑफिसर, उसमें होता क्या है, समझिए उस करियर के बारे में बहुत सारी नॉलेज लीजिए प्लीज। आई विल एनकरेज यू टू डू दैट, ओके। और ऐसे तो मैं हवा में नहीं कह पाऊंगा कि अगर आप यूपीएससी नहीं कर पाएंगे तो और क्या अच्छा करेंगी, क्योंकि मैं आपको जानता नहीं हूं। इसके लिए हम लोग घंटों लगाते हैं, सालों लगाते हैं। वी वर्क विद द चिल्ड्रन फॉर एटलीस्ट 1 year, वी स्पेंड आवर्स एंड आवर्स, वी टेक वेरी साइंटिफिक अप्रोच इन कलेक्टिंग द रियल डेटा ऑन यू, एंड देन वी आर एबल टू गाइड यू एंड फैसिलिटेट एंड शो यू दैट दिस इज हु यू आर, एंड दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ करियर्स वेयर वी बिलीव यू विल एंजॉय, यू विल बी हैप्पी एंड यू विल बी सक्सेसफुल। सो प्लीज स्पेंड दैट काइंड ऑफ टाइम एंड एनर्जी ऑन योरसेल्फ, उस तरह का समय और अपने ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करिए आप, सोच, वो बहुत जरूरी है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, थैंक यू। अभिषेक 10 मिनट के लिए एक्सटेंड कर लो और 2, 4, 5 सवाल ले लो, फिर उसके बाद बंद कर लेते हैं, ठीक है?
राइट सर, प्लीज स्टूडेंट्स आप पूछ लीजिए सर से सवाल।
Sir, what are the jobs in corporate sector?
इन कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर, बेटा कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में सब तरह के जॉब्स हैं, हर जॉब में, हर इंडस्ट्री में सब कुछ जो है।
What about data science in corporate sector?
सॉरी,
What about data science in corporate sector?
डेटा साइंटिस्ट एक बहुत अच्छा करियर चॉइस है, लेकिन अगेन मैं बार बार आपको कहूंगा, डेटा साइंसेस आपने सुन लिया है कहीं से, क्या होता है इसमें पता है आपको? डेटा साइंस में क्या होता है?
Sir, my data science will collect the data of other companies, and then he would make a graph of it and will define it in his cabinet. Sir,
Uh,
don't know
not
it.
really, not really. आप कौन सी क्लास में हैं बेटा?
Class 10th.
क्लास 10th में आप, ठीक है। तो अभी आप बेटा डेटा साइंस क्या होता है, डेटा एनालिसिस क्या होता है, इसके बारे में बहुत सारे यूट्यूब वीडियोस हैं। मेरे अपने पॉडकास्ट चैनल्स पे मैंने इन करियर्स के बारे में बात किया हुआ है, शायद यूट्यूब पे भी बात किया होगा, मुझे नहीं मालूम है। प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड कि डेटा साइंस एग्जैक्टली होता क्या है। डेटा साइंस के लिए आपको नंबर्स की नॉलेज होनी बहुत जरूरी है। नंबर्स को एनालाइज करना, नंबर्स को खेलना, बहुत सारे नंबर्स को एक साथ इकट्ठा करना, ये सब आपको एंजॉय करना आना चाहिए। अगर आप ये अच्छा कर सकते हैं तो हर करियर आपको ऊंचाइयां दे सकता है, हर करियर आपको मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स दे सकता है, हर करियर आपको वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट पोजीशंस पे ले जा सकता है, बशर्ते आप बहुत उसके लिए बने हैं, आप बहुत अच्छे से करते हैं, आपके अंदर से आता है, आप बहुत ऊंचाइयां छू सकते हैं जो किसी ने सोचा भी नहीं है। बेस्ट करियर्स इन अमेरिका, ये सवाल थोड़ा सा टेक्निकली इनवैलिड है। जितने करियर्स इंडिया में आप बना सकते हैं उतने ही करियर्स आप जो है वो अमेरिका में भी बना सकते हैं। तो अमेरिका में कोई बहुत डिफरेंटली अलग नहीं होते।
Sir, can I ask, please?
हाँ, बोलिए बोलिए बोलिए।
Sir, I'm Devans Arnav, and I wanna be a 3D animation artist. And should I apply for college in India or head out?
If you can afford to go out, there are great options in different countries.
Yes, sir.
We work with 29 countries and more than 2,500 universities worldwide. But now even India is offering some great programs at undergrad level. Even in
Yes,
BTech,
sir.
they are offering these programs, and they are offering otherwise as standard bachelors also.
Excuse me, sir?
For applying, okay. So, sir, to apply in other countries, I have to crack IELTS and TOEFL. So, is there any, sites to apply for that exam?
Sure. You could connect with us on our website, on our numbers. My team will
Okay,
be
sir.
more than happy to answer all your questions. Go to student
Sir,
satisfaction
okay,
website.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Excuse
Have a
me,
great
sir?
day.
Yeah, Banu. Yeah, who's the next?
Excuse me, sir. It's Krati Verma.
हाँ, बोलो बेटा कृति।
Sir, like you said, go in that career which you are interested, which you're very interested. Sir, I'm interested in two careers, which is not almost parallel, but yeah, it is in a different ways. In NDA, Army, and in Bolly industry. So, according to my parents, Bolly industry is not that great in forming a career. It is good, but it's not that great. Which like in NDA, you will have the great personality and like not according to my parents, not good. So I am a bit confused in choosing what can I choose, NDA or Bolly industry.
So I cannot say this like that. Can I say this? Is this the right approach? I don't even know you. I have no background on you. I have no data on you. There is no psycho. So we do a lot of psychometric analysis. We do psychometric assessments. We spend hours talking to the child and the parents. And like I said, we spend a lot of time before we come up with any recommendation and suggestion. Beta, it is very important decision of your life. Please don't do it in haste. Don't do it in hurry. Don't do it impulsively. Put in a lot of thought. Put in a lot of thought, or talk to some great career counselors. That will be very, very important.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, but according to you, like, what is good?
They both are great careers. They both are great careers.
And I'm more attractive to Bolly industry because every time I used to see like behind the scenes or shooting, and I also do some kind of a shoot, a dance video shoot.
Sure.
Yeah, sir. So that's why I'm just like
Hollywood. So, okay. So you see, please understand that your parents need to understand your strengths. So please, you also see whether you have the strengths. Do you have competence? Do you really do it very, very well? Is there enough of data to tell you that whenever you have done any kind of filmmaking, filming, shooting, writing, dancing, is it really good enough to give you the kind of pedestal that you want? And if yes, then yes, go for your undergrad program. Take professional qualifications in filmmaking, in editing, in photography, in shooting, in acting, script writing, editing, direction. There are great institutions in this country. You can do your bachelor's, you can do your master's, and then you are technically qualified and fully trained and skilled to be a part of Bollywood.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Excuse
Sir, what if I
me,
want to meet you with my
sir.
parents to clear my doubts, more doubts, or
Sir,
any?
I'm in Delhi. I'm in Delhi. Please take the appointments. Come and see us. No problem at all. Next
So, but
question.
I live in.
We can do online if you want. Connect with the numbers and the team. We'll be happy to help you. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, Kritika.
excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I can't hear Kritika at all.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Aditya, go ahead, beta.
So, I'm sir currently in 11th standard and I'm preparing for my IIT and JEE.
Can I
Can
sir, I am interested in English subject, but I am not very well aware of
Kritika,
all.
we can't hear you. Kritika, we can't hear you. Just, yeah. Next, please.
Sir,
next.
Aditya.
Yeah, Aditya, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm in 11th and I'm preparing for IIT. And I am thinking for the worst condition that in case if I can't clear the IIT and I'm from a middle class family that I can't afford the studies from private institutions. So what are the career results that I can go on?
Okay,
As
so
I don't know about them.
पहला तो आप सबसे पहले ये विचार और ये ख्याल निकाल दीजिए कि अगर मैं कर नहीं पाया, अगर आप ये सोच के ही शुरू कर रहे हैं तो खत्म कहानी, फिर तो आपको कुछ नहीं होना है। तो पहला तो आप ये सोच के जाइए और ये सोच के करिए, जो भी कुछ आप करते हैं आप हमेशा ये सोच के करिए कि ये मैं बहुत बेहतर करूंगा, बहुत शानदार करूंगा और बहुत अच्छा जो है वो करके आगे बढ़ूंगा। पहली चीज। दूसरी चीज ये कि अगर आप अच्छा रैंक आईआईटी में क्रैक नहीं कर पा रहे लेकिन और अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूशंस आपको मिल रहे हैं, अगर वो प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं तो आपके पास एजुकेशनल लोन्स अवेलेबल हैं, आपके पास स्पॉन्सरशिप्स अवेलेबल हैं, आपके पास स्कॉलरशिप्स अवेलेबल हैं, यूनिवर्सिटीज आपको जो है छूट भी देती है। तो ये बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस हैं, आप घबराइए मत कि अगर आप मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से तो आप अच्छा नहीं कर पाएंगे करियर, आप बहुत शानदार करियर बना पाएंगे। डोंट वरी। यहाँ से इतने हिंदुस्तान से ऐसे बच्चे भी जाते हैं जो अमेरिका के बेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटीज में जहां पर 1 करोड़ रुपए साल का खर्चा होता है, वो भी यूनिवर्सिटीज उनको पे करने को तैयार हो जाती है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। तो हिंदुस्तान में तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आपको आएगा। डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। यस,
थैंक यू।
या यू वेलकम बेटा। कृतिका, या कृतिका।
Hello, sir. May I ask?
go ahead, Pal. Bolo beta.
Sir, I am in 9th class right now and I want to go in Air Force. And for that, good grades and a lot of studies are required, but I am not able to study more than 2 hours. So, can you please resolve this problem?
तो सबसे पहले तो ये किसने कहा आपको कि अगर आप एयरफोर्स में जा रहे हैं तो आपको बहुत ग्रेट ग्रेड्स की जरूरत है? नो। आप एनडीए का एग्जाम दीजिए, उसको क्रैक करिए, आप का वो क्राइटेरिया है। आप 10th 11th 12th में क्या स्कोर करेंगे? मिनिमम 60% अगर आप ले आते हैं तो यू आर गुड इनफ टू पार्टिसिपेट इन एनी ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशंस। लेकिन आपको पहले समझना पड़ेगा कि आप एयरफोर्स में क्यों जाना चाहती हैं, एयरफोर्स का क्या चीज है जो आपको एक्साइट करता है, उसमें क्या चीज है जो आपको रियली कहती है कि आप बहुत अच्छा करेंगी, उसमें आप खुश रहेंगी, आपको मजा आएगा। ये सवाल बहुत गहरे हैं, इनके ऊपर आप बहुत मेहनत करिए, एयरफोर्स के लोगों से मिलिए, बात करिए, यूट्यूब वीडियो देखिए, इंटरनेट पे पढ़िए। अभी तो बहुत आसान है, आप सब लोगों के लिए एवरी इंफॉर्मेशन इज अवेलेबल एट अ क्लिक ऑफ अ बटन। आपको सिर्फ इंटरनेट पे जाना है, गूगल पे आपको सवाल करना है और गूगल बाबा जो है आपको सारे जवाब दे देगा।
Yes, sir. I have researched and I want to serve my nation and मरने के लिए भी तैयार हूँ देश के लिए।
Oh wow! I must appreciate कि आप 9th ग्रेड में इतना जबरदस्त जज्बा रखती हैं। आपको मैं सलाम करता हूँ और congratulate भी करता हूँ बेटा। Very very nice, good. So if you're looking at serving the borders, if you're looking at fighting, then definitely you can do that many ways. Even if you don't crack the NDA, you can join the forces through a lot of आई वुड से जो जनरली निकालते रहते हैं फोर्सेस अपने लिए वैकेंसीज। उसके अलावा आप जो है ग्रेजुएशन के बाद भी शॉर्ट सर्विस कमीशन के थ्रू जा सकती हैं, सीडीएस के साथ कंबाइंड डिफेंस सर्विसेज के एग्जाम्स होते हैं उसके थ्रू जा सकती हैं। तो आप जरूर जाइए, लेकिन फिलहाल फिर आप पढ़ाई में किस तरह से अपना इंटरेस्ट बढ़ा सकती हैं वो आप देखिए कि क्या आपको कोई इंसान बेटर तरीके से पढ़ा सकता है, क्या आप इसमें कोई इंटरेस्टिंग तरीके से ऑडियो विजुअल यूट्यूब पे वीडियोस देखिए, अलग अलग ट्रेनर्स और टीचर्स के फ्री वीडियोस अवेलेबल हैं। कोई सब्जेक्ट में अगर आपको मजा नहीं आ रहा है तो आप उसका ऑडियो के साथ इंटरेस्ट लीजिए, वीडियो के साथ लीजिए, खेल कर सीखिए, जिस भी तरीके से आपको मजा आता है उस तरह से अपना नॉलेज बढ़ाइए, प्लीज बढ़ाइए।
Yes, sir.
So may I
Thank
ask
you.
a question?
Go ahead, beta. One last question. One last
Yes.
two questions.
So there are some careers in India which are like on a growing stage right now. So we need time and investment for that. So how do we convince our parents about those careers that we need time in that to grow up?
कौन सा करियर ऑप्शन है बताओ ना, नाम
So
दो।
like it's like you being a YouTuber or in 3D animations or like stuff like that.
यूट्यूबर तो ऑलरेडी बहुत ही अपकमिंग ग्रोइंग नहीं है, बहुत अभी तो जबरदस्त पीक पे है। घर घर में आंटी अंकल बच्चा दादा दादी गर्ल बॉय एवरीबॉडी इज यूट्यूबर, एंड यू एंड आई नो दैट एवरी सिंगल डे देयर आर मोर एंड मोर यूट्यूबर्स हु आर गैदरिंग मिलियंस ऑफ व्यूज एंड बिकमिंग यू नो आई वुड से रियली बिग। इसमें देखिए क्या है, इसमें आपको कन्विंस नहीं करना है पेरेंट्स को, आपका डेटा कन्विंस करेगा। अगर आप एक्चुअल में अच्छे YouTube वीडियोस बना रहे हैं, आपका कंटेंट बहुत जबरदस्त है, तो आपके वीडियोस पे अच्छे व्यूज आएंगे और वो धीरे धीरे कॉन्फिडेंस देगा आपके पेरेंट्स को।
Yeah, so thank you so much.
You're welcome, बेटा।
Sir, Nikita.
Okay, last question, Nikita, बोलो बेटा।
Sir, is it a good idea to drop a year to prepare for competitive after 12th?
It's not a bad idea at all. If you really believe in yourself, if you believe in that career, and if you know that I need to work harder than what I have given before, or I can prepare differently, or you have understood where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and if you've got a very clear game plan to prepare for next 1 year, it's a very good idea. If you're convinced about that career choice, please be sure of that career choice. That's something which is very, very important.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Excuse me, sir.
हाँ जी, बोलिए बेटा जी, बोलिए।
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, you are now. बोलिए।
Sir, I'm interested in English subject, but I'm not very well aware of all the career options that are available for that. Sir, I have heard that becoming a professor is a really good option, but I'm not aware of other careers that are good in English subject.
चलिए, तो अंग्रेजी भाषा में अगर आप प्रवीण हैं, निपुण हैं, बहुत अच्छा आपको आता है, इसका जवाब मैं हिंदी में देना चाहूंगा। दे सकता हूं कृतिका हिंदी में जवाब?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो आप किसी भी भाषा में अगर आप आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं तो आपके लिए बहुत आज का समय तो मोस्ट आई वुड से ब्यूटीफुल टाइम है, बिकॉज अभी कंटेंट इज द किंग। सो इंग्लिश में हर दिन कंटेंट क्रिएट हो रहा है, चाहे वो पब्लिशर्स क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो मैगजीन्स क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, न्यूज़पेपर्स क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, रेडियो क्रिएट कर रहा है, टेलीविजन, इंटरनेट, एवरीवेयर कंटेंट इज द किंग, एंड यू आर actually asking about multiple career options from English. So professor और टीचर तो एक बहुत ही कन्वेंशनल है जो सौ सालों से चल रहा है, लेकिन अभी आपके पास एडवर्टाइजिंग में, मीडिया में, मास कॉम में, मार्केटिंग में, सेल्स में, कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट में, इंस्ट्रक्शनल डिजाइन में बहुत सारे करियर्स हैं बेटा लैंग्वेज को लेके। So speak to some good career counselor, he or she will give you great ideas. Please understand yourself first. What are your strengths?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, बेटा जी। अभिषेक, one last question ले लें, क्लोज करें। छवि,
as you say, sir.
अच्छा ले लो, चलो लास्ट 2 क्वेश्चंस लेके खत्म करो। लास्ट 2 क्वेश्चंस। अब जिनके आंसर्स नहीं आ रहे हैं, डोंट गेट डिसअपॉइंटेड। आने वाले 2 संडेज भी हम वर्कशॉप्स कर रहे हैं, और मैं हर वर्कशॉप में 1 घंटा मिनिमम आपके क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स रखने के लिए रखूंगा। So please feel free to ask your questions in the next I would say Sunday. Don't worry about it. Yes. तनीषा, बोलो बेटा, क्या क्वेश्चन है आपका?
Good afternoon, sir. So I want to know that what are the career opportunities with the stream PCB with economics? So can you please elaborate?
We're asking what are the career options in economics?
Yes, PCB with economics. I have taken that.
बेटा हर सब्जेक्ट बहुत सारा स्ट्रीम खोलता है, तो अगर आपने फिजिक्स लिया हुआ है, यू कैन बी अ फिजिसिस्ट, यू कैन बी अ बायोफिजिसिस्ट, यू कैन बी अ I would say chem physicist, you can be doing teaching, you can be doing research, you can be doing innovations, lots of possibilities with physics. Likewise, similar amount of I would say similar amount of careers opening from chemistry, and similar I would say a lot more opening with biology, biotechnology, biochemistry, molecular biology, medicine, lots and lots of interesting careers coming from there. Economics has great potentials. You can be an economist, you can be an advisor, you can be statisticians, you can be a teacher, professor, researcher, philosopher, scholar, working with public policies. Lots and lots of career options out there as well. So I would say you first realize where your strength lies. एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है जिसके बारे में मैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में जरूर बात करूंगा, आप लोग ज्वाइन करिएगा, मैं आपकी हेल्प करूंगा कि सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन कैसे होना चाहिए। तो सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन के बारे में मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम जरूर बात करूंगा। One last and final question, please.
Sir.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Who's that? Jyoti Vadva. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I've opted for commerce. I'm in class 11th right now, but I have interest in psychology as well. Is it the right choice?
It's a great choice. Pick up psychology as one of the subjects along with commerce. My son has science and psychology together. Psychology is a great choice. It has, I would say, more than 40 to 50 career choices emanating from psychology. There are great universities in India today, and psychology's curriculum is getting updated. It's very, very enterprising and a great career choice. Our organization is based on psychology. We hire psychologists every year. And you can become a career counselor, you can become mental health counselor, you can become clinical psychologist, you can become relationship counselor, lots and lots of career options. You can work with schools, colleges, banks, companies, you can start your independent practice, you can work with hospitals, and great, it's a great career choice, don't worry about it.
Thank you, sir.
Chavi, should we close?
Yes, sir. Sir, Anamika.
अच्छा चलो अनामिका का जवाब दे देते हैं सवाल का लास्ट।
Yeah. Sir, I have to crack UPSC and I am in class 12. So which career option I have to choose after 12th?
अच्छा करियर ऑप्शन नहीं, आप ग्रेजुएशन के लिए कोर्स पूछ रही है शायद, क्या किस प्रोग्राम को मैं करूं अंडर ग्रेड लेवल पे, ये सवाल है आपका अनामिका?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो यूपीएससी क्रैक करने के लिए आपको सिर्फ एक ग्रेजुएट होना है वैलिड डिग्री के साथ। तो इसमें बहुत बार लोग कहते हैं कि ह्यूमैनिटीज में करिए तो आसान होता है, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, ये मिथ है। आप ग्रेजुएशन उन्हीं सब्जेक्ट्स के साथ करिए जिन सब्जेक्ट्स में आपका रुचि है, आपका रुझान है, आप बहुत एंजॉय करती हैं, आपको मजा आता है, उन सब्जेक्ट को लेके आगे बढ़िए, उन्हीं को आप अपने मेंस में सिलेक्ट भी करिएगा जब आप यूपीएससी का प्रिलिमिनरी क्लियर कर लेंगे। तो आप जिस सब्जेक्ट पे करना चाहती हैं अपना अंडरग्रेड आप कर सकती हैं, whatever, chemistry honors, physics honors, bio honors, history honors, geography, pol science, psychology, Sanskrit, whatever you want to do. Okay, Chavi, over to you. I'm done. Thank you so very much. We will continue with rest of the answers in the next episode next Sunday.
Yeah, sure, sir. And there is lots of questions for you, and we will try ki we cover all the answer by the mail or by the next section. So thank you every student and teacher and parents. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Abhishek, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaviji. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Answered so many questions. Thank you.
Yeah, there are lots of questions.
All the best. All the best. Thank you so very much.